Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Jun Wei. So in this video, I'll be sharing what I've learned in my first semester of university. But before I do so, I'd like to point out a disclaimer, which is I won't be sharing any materials from my university as I do not have the permission to do so. But what I'll be doing instead is that I will try my best to find internet materials, and I'll share it in the link of the description of this video. So if you like to explore more, you can check it out in the description of this video. So now let's jump right into the video. Alright, so the university that I'm enrolled in is called Asia Pacific University, and it is also known as APU. So it's located in my home country, Malaysia. In my first semester, I'm required to take 5 modules and complete them within 14 weeks. So the first one, which is Python, followed by digital thinking and innovation, then introduction to networking and operating system and architecture, lastly business management. So I know you might be wondering, why the heck is a computer science student studying business management? To be honest, if you ask me, I can't answer this also, but I find this module helpful and also interesting because it teaches you how to be a manager, like the characteristics and the type of manager and communication skills in an organization that will affect the efficiency and workflow. Because trust me, like different size of organization requires different type of communications. So I find that module helpful and also interesting, but I don't think the majority of universities will recommend computer science students to study that. So now the 4 other units. The first one, which is Python. So Python is actually a very well-known and also recognized programming language right now. So no matter where you're going to study or where your university is, you'll definitely be learning Python. So I would recommend you to go through the basics of Python from like free online courses in the internet, because from what I've learned, it's actually the same thing as what you can get from free online courses from the internet. So what I've learned is the type of loops, the type of conditions, if else, and also getting and outputting users input. So these are actually some of the basics of Python which you can get from online courses. So I would recommend you to go on the internet and learn from there if you are interested in learning computer science. But if you like me to provide link, then you can drop by in the comment section or also the link of the description of this video, and I'll provide some links to learn Python. So now here comes the second unit. The second unit, which is digital thinking and innovation. So in that module, I've learned the type of currencies and also the type of mindset. What I've learned is basically in the title of the module, which is digital thinking and innovation. So it's basically the types of digital thinking and also the types of digital innovations. So that's for the second module. The third module, which is operating system and architecture. So in operating system and architecture, I've learned the components of the computer, like hardware and software. So hardware is like the what you can see from the computer, which are like the GPU, CPU, RAM, keyboard. All these are like the hardware. Then software are like the what's inside the computer. And in that module, I've also learned OSI model and also the TCP/IP model, which I'm very certain that no matter which university that you are going to, you will definitely be learning this TCP/IP and also OSI model, because these are like the fundamentals of how computers interact with humans and getting their input and output. So that's all for the third module. The fourth module is introduction to networking. So in introduction to networking, I've learned like how to build a network for a small organization and also a big organization. So like what type of cables are required to for a big and small organization, and then I also learned the same thing, which is also TCP/IP model and also OSI model. And then that's pretty much for the introduction to networking. So that's actually all for the what I've learned from my first semester of university. But if you ask me about the assignment, I would say the assignment, if they say basic, but actually they require you to do more than basic. So it's like when I got the assignment for each and every module, like for example Python, they will teach you like the basics. They will give you apple, but they ask you to make apple pie or apple cake, which is they require you to make they will give you ingredients, and they will ask you to use those ingredients and build something complex, given an instruction and also an objective. So that's basically what I've learned from my first semester of university. If you say time management, I'll say time management is actually one of the important and also crucial part in university, not only in university but also in life. If you have a very bad time management, you might delay, and also you might be slacking a lot, which is bad in a way. But if you ask me, to be honest, I do have a pretty bad time management, but I'm working on it. So if you are enrolling yourself in any courses, then I would say have a good time management, because it will definitely help you to excel in those academics and also your co-curriculums. And I think that's all for this video, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Goodbye.